Hello, welcome back again to the Arsenal. The Gunners Rodrygo, Isak and Gabriel Jesus, a new era in English football. The summer of 2025 has reshaped the footballing landscape across Europe, and three names have risen to the heart of discussions among fans, journalists and pundits: Rodrygo goes, Alexander Isak and Gabriel Jesus. Their careers, now intertwined in the most unexpected ways, are painting a picture of ambition, resilience, and the desire to define themselves in the ever-demanding world of football. Each of them carries a unique background, style of play, and story, yet together they form part of a thrilling narrative of modern football's evolution. Rodrygo goes. From Madrid's wonder kid to Premier League, star Rodrygo goes has always been one of the brightest sparks of Brazilian football. Born in Osasco, Brazil, his journey began at Santos, the same club that gave the world Neymar and Pelé. At Real Madrid, he was hailed as part of the new golden generation alongside Vinicius Jr. and Federico Valverde. Known for his silky dribbling, quick acceleration, and lethal finishing in tight spaces, Rodrygo developed into a dependable forward under the bright lights of the Santiago Bernabeu. By 2025, however, a change of scenery was necessary. Madrid was shifting its focus, signing younger prospects and restructuring the squad. Rodrygo's decision to test himself in the Premier League was bold but also inevitable. The English League, with its intensity, pace and global spotlight, was the perfect stage for him to prove that he could carry an attack on his own. Rodrygo's move was not just a transfer, it was a declaration of independence. Fans quickly saw his adaptability, his ability to glide past defenders, his balance under pressure, and his knack for scoring decisive goals immediately made him a favourite. His debut season in England showed that he could not only survive the physicality of the league, but also shine in it. Commentators praised his intelligence, noting how he combined the Brazilian flair with the tactical discipline he had learned in Spain. Alexander Isak, the Swedish striker, rising higher. If Rodrygo represents flair and creativity, Alexander Isak embodies elegance, strength and composure. Born in Solna, Sweden, to Eritrean parents, Isak was often referred to as the next Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Yet, by 2025, Isak had established an identity of his own. Unlike Zlatan, Isak's style is calmer, more calculated. He thrives in creating space, using his tall frame and delicate footwork to glide past defenders. His time in the Premier League has been marked by growth and consistency. From his earlier days in La Liga with Real Sociedad to his breakthrough in England, Isak has shown he can handle the responsibility of being the focal point of attack. At just 25 years old, he is entering his prime years as a forward. Every touch he makes in the box feels dangerous. Every run off the ball looks calculated. What makes Isak special is not just his finishing ability, but also his teamwork. He can drop deep to link play, allowing wingers like Rodrygo to flourish. Together, they form a duo that is both unpredictable and deadly. The Swedish striker is also admired for his humility. Despite comparisons to legends, he remains focused, quiet, and respectful, a player who lets his football speak louder than his words. Gabriel Jesus, the experienced leader. While Rodrygo and Isak represent youth and potential, Gabriel Jesus offers maturity, leadership, and experience. Having played at Manchester City under Pep Guardiola, Jesus learned what it means to perform at the highest level. He adapted from a raw talent from Palmeiras into a versatile forward who could play across the front line. At Arsenal, Gabriel Jesus became more than a striker. He became a symbol of work ethic and resilience. Injuries tried to slow him down, but his determination kept pushing him forward. By 2025, Jesus is seen not only as a reliable attacker, but also as a mentor to younger players. His pressing, his movement off the ball, and his relentless energy set the tone for his team. Fans love him for his honesty on the pitch. He may not always score the most goals, but he guarantees full commitment every time he steps on the field. In big matches, his experience shines through, helping his teammates stay calm under pressure. Jesus' story is one of perseverance, showing how a Brazilian boy who once juggled football dreams in São Paulo's streets grew into a world-class professional in Europe. the trio's impact together. Now, imagine these three together: Rodrygo bringing flair, Isak offering clinical finishing, and Jesus providing leadership. They represent three different footballing cultures: Brazilian creativity, Swedish discipline, and Brazilian grit, shaped by English football. Together, they form a balance of artistry, efficiency, and mentality. In tactical terms, managers find this trio fascinating. Rodrygo's ability to cut in from the wing opens spaces for Isak, while Jesus can operate either as a second striker or a wide forward, pressing high and recovering possession. The chemistry between them has already started to attract attention. Pundits argue that this could be one of the most dangerous attacking trios in modern football. For fans, the excitement is not just about goals, it's about the spectacle. Rodrygo's dribbles, Isak's composed finishes, and Jesus' tireless runs create moments that remind people why they fell in love with football. In an age where tactics dominate conversations, these three bring back the joy of individual brilliance combined with collective strength. Off the pitch, beyond the field, their stories inspire millions. Rodrygo symbolizes youthful ambition and the courage to take risks. Isak shows that patience and dedication can forge a unique path without needing to copy legends of the past. Jesus embodies resilience, the ability to overcome injuries, setbacks, and doubts to still stand tall. Together, they represent the modern footballer, global, adaptable, and socially conscious. Each of them uses their platform to give back. Rodrygo supporting education projects in Brazil, Isak promoting diversity and inclusion in Sweden, and Jesus investing in sports programs for underprivileged kids in São Paulo. Looking ahead, the road ahead for Rodrygo, Isak, and Gabriel Jesus is filled with possibilities. Can Rodrygo become one of the best wingers in the world in the Premier League? Will Isak's calm and clinical style make him a top striker in Europe? Can Jesus continue to lead and inspire both on and off the pitch? These questions drive excitement every week as fans watch them play. One thing is certain: the 2025 season marks a turning point in their careers. They are no longer just promising talents or role players. They are stars carrying the hopes of their clubs and the dreams of their nations. Football, after all, is about moments, and with Rodrygo, Isak, and Gabriel Jesus, the world is guaranteed unforgettable ones.